Okay, if they're not playing seriously, then there is no reason for them to step up. So I know we want to make the sale, but in the end, what I tell parents is I say, your student has to pay you back with practicing, right? And if they're not practicing, they're not paying you back. So if the parent they have money, they want to buy the instrument, fantastic. I don't say that up front. It's if the parent asks me, said, should I do this? Should I not? Then I go into it, right? Then I say, okay, well, are they practicing? Do they want something better? Because a better instrument will make them better. Because it's like writing. It's like anything else. If you're writing a 4-tempo and you're trying to go around cones, you have a hard time. You get in a Ferrari, or even a nicer sedan, you're going to have an easier time doing it. So you have a better instrument, you can improve faster. But if the parent asks directly, why should I do this? You got to say, well, the kid, is they practicing, or do they like it? Okay, they're going to improve better. So the students are absolutely going to improve more with a better instrument. So that's a given. If they're not practicing much, then the parent does appreciate the fact that you tell them, hey, they're paying you back with practicing, right? So at that point, that's the question. Because sometimes we do have this situation. So they're coming in to step up, right? They have a beginning student violin, 100 level, 200 level, and they want to step up, right? And the student right away wants to go to like an artisan 750, right? Give me the $3,200 violin, right? Parent goes, why? And so they're asking, should we go to this? Is that what we got to do? Step up? I go, no, you could go to 400 level, and then step up to to the other one later, and the kid's going, oh, I want the more expensive one. And so the parent again is asking, do we really need it? How do we judge what level to step up to? And so the answer, that's where I give the answer. Well, they have to pay you back with practicing. Are they willing to practice for, an hour a day? Because if they're doing 20 minutes a day, maybe do the 400. Once they get to an hour a day, maybe the artisan. I said they're going to improve more with a better instrument, but it's really a matter. It's a family matter where you need to discuss, with your student how much they want to practice, because they're paying you back with practice. So that makes it easier for the parent to understand what level. Hopefully that explains why they should step up. Oh, why do step up violins usually only have one fine tuner rather than a set? Okay, so where I was going with this, with the all tailpieces, is that so after Yo-Yo using composite tailpiece with all 4 tuners, so everyone's because it's easier, right? But Yo-Yo gave the professional cellist a way to hide behind, saying because all 4 tuners always had been the representation of a student instrument, right? Because they had all metal tuners and they were awful. And so the teachers always say, get rid of those metal tuners as soon as you can and have just one tuner, right? And so the mantra was that, okay, all 4 tuners were student, and you get to one tuner and you're an advanced player and a professional, right? So Yo-Yo changed that paradigm, right? And he used the all 4 because it's easier, right? He's a practical guy. And nobody's going to say, oh, well, he's using a tailpiece with all 4 tuners. He's obviously not that great. No, is that not an issue? So he gave cover for the professional cellist to use. There has not been a hot young violinist that comes around that is using all 4 tuners, right? As soon as a great young violinist goes, having this one tuner is a pain in the butt. I wish I could have all 4, and just puts a composite tailpiece on. Every single violinist in every symphony is going to use a composite tailpiece with all 4 tuners. So they need a cover. So not yet anybody's using it. So, but violin is easier to tune than a cello. So they're all using the one gold fine tuner for the professional. So that's really it. And there is granted there is a slight better sound from an ebony tailpiece, right? Because it's wood than composite, but it's nominal, right? So there is a slight better, a better sound, and those slight things come out more on a violin than they would on a cello. So there's those two things, two reasons why the professionals are sticking with the one tuner. It's easier to tune. I guess 3. There's a little sound improvement, a little bit, and there's no hot young violinist that gives them cover to use a tailpiece with all 4 tuners. But because I would say 90% of violinists and professional violinists would switch to composite tailpiece with all 4 tuners if they had the cover. Okay.